both myself and Mr. Taylor, who was the prosecutor, we didn't drop from the sky. It's not the first case that we are both having to deal with. And in our experience, we have had to deal with cases where you have issues arising.
With the benefit of hindsight, do you regret the submissions you made?
You are not going to get me there. You are not going to get me.
Well, quite an interesting 5 minutes.
Alright, yes, so welcome again, viewers and subscribers. Yo, viewers, we have some shocking information, yeah, man, from the DPP, Paula Llewelyn herself. Evil Cliff Hughes can't believe when really are here, and as I can hear him tell you, it's a 5-minute video. But before we go into this, good morning, good evening, good night, whenever you get to see this as usual. Yeah, man, you tune to RyanmediaTV. If it's the first you tune to this channel, please to click the subscribe link, click the bell to be notified for any brand new video from this channel, viewers and subscribers. And please, I'm asking you to like this video, and you can also share it as well. Yeah, man, because you don't know it go. A part of it is connect to the Vybz Kartel case, but a next part of it, you can see, say, yo, maybe a lot of injustice has been happening for a tall while, and we're not going to hear to say it ourselves, viewers and subscribers. So they're going to play the video and then share in the comments and tell me what you think about this situation. You get me, viewers and subscribers, because even Vybz Kartel himself had a reaction to this video when he heard it as well. So I'm going to just jump into this and play the video, making you hear what I go on.
So I say I need to culture represent for RyanmediaTV. You see me I say, you don't watch no other TV. You see me I say, I want to you. You see me I say when I watch Ryan TV, you see me. You see me I say when I watch other TV, maybe you don't see me. You see me I say, when I box me no kick down boy, the ego me use and pick down boy. When I trace me no long tongue boy, 40 caliber people long down. Mother road. Yo, we're looking on ourselves here.
The jury, which was now obviously tainted.
You see, you are now trying to get me to discuss the matter, and I told you that I didn't wish to.
No, but certainly this point, DPP, is important, because here the law lords are saying you advised the judge that you were prepared to proceed even though you knew that the entire panel, 11 jurors, the forewoman told you, had been offered bribes. Wouldn't that mean in your judgment, DPP, that the entire jury, as the law lords have now found, was contaminated and should have been terminated or discharged?
Well, first of all, I am not the judge.
True, but you gave advice that you were prepared to proceed, and what I'm trying to understand.
We were prepared to proceed.
But why were you prepared to proceed with a jury that was contaminated?
No. All the other factors, that some of which I cannot go into in terms of.
So you were thinking about cost. You were thinking about how long the matter had been going.
We were also thinking of security issues. There were a lot of other issues that we cannot go into the public domain. And what our information from the foreman was, what she was saying, was that all of the attempts had to do with acquittal. Clearly, if it had been the other way, we would have, clearly, given the overriding objective of any case, which is fairness to the accused. But what would have been perhaps planted in the mind of the jurors is, okay, you need to acquit. And remember that these persons, at least 2 of them, are very famous. So it would have been, as far as the prosecution, when we discussed it, we would have been at those ones at a great disadvantage. This is not the first time.
But with the greatest respect, DPP, that's not persuasive, because what I want you to focus on is the fact that the process now had been corrupted and contaminated, and you advised the judge that you were comfortable proceeding with a contaminated and corrupt process.
This is not the first time that I have had to deal with jury tampering.
And be that as it may, in the exercise of your judgment, why did you not see it fit to bring to an end a matter that had been corrupted?
After 64 days of trial?
Isn't the interest of protecting the impartial trial greater than the length of time that had elapsed?
I agree with you on paper, but I have done other cases where there has been jury tampering to the great negative of the prosecution. I have seen cases, I've seen jury inquiries where the juror, having been questioned, it was quite clear that it was either an accused person or an accused person's relative that approached the juror. And the juror was able to indicate to the court that it did not make any difference. He would still be able to have an impartial situation in his mind. I have had the experience. I've prosecuted many cases. And when asked, I have indicated that we don't have any problem. So in other words, we are prepared to take our chances and just try to make sure that you have a very powerful address. But this, what happened in a couple of the cases I've dealt with, didn't happen during summation. It happened before we got to summation. So I have had the experience before of jury tampering. And I have been asked before, what is my view, being the prosecutor in the matter? And even after the inquiry, it's a judgment. It's quite clear that you don't know if the juror is telling you everything about the encounter with the relative of the accused, but you are willing to take the chance nonetheless. So it has happened. I mean, both myself and Mr. Taylor, who was the prosecutor, we didn't drop from the sky. It's not the first case that we are both having to deal with. And in our experience, we have had to deal with cases where you have issues arising.
With the benefit of hindsight, do you regret the submissions you made?
You are not going to get me there. You are not going to get me.
Well, quite an interesting 5 minutes of exchanges there. And the takeaway for me is the DPP seems to be relying on the fact that in her long prosecutorial career, she has made a judgment call, several judgment calls, in a number of instances of jury tampering. And I wonder, does that make it legally correct? It might be a call that has been wrong. Because surely, based on what we now have from the Privy Council, jury misconduct undermines the fundamental principle of the justice system of the accused being entitled to a fair trial. And the fact that you have been doing it several occasions before does not make it right. Those who have been in such matters, do they have cause, reason to wonder at minimum? It is, Madam DPP, quite a space we are in.
Alright then, viewers. As you can hear, yeah man, she was on a live television with Nationwide Radio, and them call her in and them did a question her. And you hear she telling you viewers and subscribers. And as me tell you, after that Vybz Kartel share a part of that session CMA upon him paid viewers, and also in his post him point out say, yo, hold on, this is the post. Did she just admit she and such man have done this several times before? Because remember she mentioned the name of the prosecutor, Mr. Taylor. So it wasn't the first time constitutional rights were breached, said Vybz Kartel on his page. When you're poor and can't afford to fight all the way to the top, it's a hell of a thing. The Constitution is a sacred document and a constitutional rights belong to the people, regardless of social or financial status. Yeah, man. As you can see, this is a post from Vybz Kartel. Maybe he's not the one using his phone, but I don't know. They must get authorization to even do them thing and viewers and subscribers. You see me? Yeah, man, but tell me what you think. Tell me what you think about what the DPP had said. Because trust me, if I know Vybz Kartel alone go through this, as Vybz Kartel I tell you a good thing, him have the money can fight him way out. You get me, viewers and subscribers, but they don't know it go. As them say, you can't use might and beat right. You see me? But I have something I left it. Remember you tune into RyanmediaTV. Yeah man, if you haven't liked this video as yet, please like it. Follow me also on the IG, RyanmediaTV. Big up on yourself, stay safe.